Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Today I've got Robot Paradise Decepticons, the third set they've done. Here is the box. Very plain, simple, cool artwork, but nothing too crazy. There is a bio if you would like to read it. That's enough for that. And then, of course, it comes with a set of collector cards for the four of them, with their individual bios, which is all in that paragraph in the near text specs. Awesome. And here they are. And these are my first Fans Toys cassettes, other than Rat Bat that came with Sound Blaster. And they're very well done. So here we have Marvin, then we have Thagomizer, Rexadon, and Corax, also known as Autoscout, Slugfest, Overkill, and Buzzsaw. And they look very good, fully painted, die-cast, the whole works, as with Fans Toys' other micro cassettes. Nothing too crazy in cassette mode, of course. They are cassettes. They are doing an awesome job of it. You have 4 carry cases if you really want. You have 2 crystals, one unbroken and one broken, from that one episode where we saw Autoscout before he blew up and we never saw him again. We have the 2 rocket boosters for Overkill, Rexadon, in a chrome plastic. They look very good, pretty good detail. And then you have the 2 side-mounted blasters for Slugfest. And again, chrome plastic, but looks very good. Very nice detail. And that is really it. They are cassettes. They are doing their job as cassettes. Of course, they will fit inside of Sound Blaster as they are expected. Don't know if one way. There we go. Look at that. It is being a cassette. Awesome. So, moving right along, let's transform them. So we'll do Buzzsaw Corax first. Open up his wings here. Bring his feet out. Come on, bring his feet out. There we go. There we go. Let me pull his head out on this slider. There we go. Get a nail or a spudger in behind and just slide it all the way forward. There we go. It's just on a little track. There we go. And then for these, bring the chrome pieces around and then just rotate the chrome pieces out as you rotate the silver pieces in. Right, so get that, rotate that again, continue rotating until it is all up there on top of him. And then wings out and flip around, pose however you wish. His head, and then we'll take out his camera now and we'll look at him in just a minute. Then Overkill. Unfold his head. This horn is very sharp. I have stabbed myself every time. He hasn't drawn blood, but he has stabbed me. Fold his front arms out. Fold his shoulders up. Then you can pose those however you want. And then for the lower legs, bring the feet out. Unfold those. Bring the thighs out and then fold everything back and rotate around so he can stand. And then here's the tail. There we go. Get that out of there. And we'll open up his mouth. We'll angle his head down a little bit. And we'll get his feet so that he can stand. He does stand. You just got to watch your balance. There we go. And let's get Slugfest. Now this guy I have the most trouble transforming just because his feet are very small, very tucked in there. They did an excellent job with making him a compact cassette, but it's kind of annoying to transform to. So once you get his front feet out, you just flip them around and then rotate them backwards so they stand up. This one, it will not sit perfectly flush. Look at that. You can see it's bowed in. I found on some message boards literally last night that if you take the screw out and shave down the other end of it and then put it back in, that should solve it. Clearly, I have not tried that yet, but the screw head is sticking out above the body, and that's exactly what's causing it. You can see it's hitting that screw head. So, is what it is on that. I will probably try that later. And then to get the back legs out, that's where I fight a little bit. Try a spudger here. There we go. Once you get those out, unfold the feet, and then the same thing, you just flip them around, flip the feet around. There's his tail, and slide that up. There we go. Oops, that caved in a little. There is Slugfest. And then Autoscout is last. So we'll lift up the top. We'll push in and get his little claw arm out. Might need a spudger for it. It all depends on how it's packed in there. Because when you do this is when it's going to want to be weird. Well, there we go. Do that. You can push up on it, and there we go. The whole point is you want that blue block that it rotates on to be out of the way for this. And then you can see that it does kind of tab in. It just sits right there. And then the back one, there we go. It's on a double hinge, so you just bring it out. It's not going to sit on the side though. You've got this, which will go into a peg or a hole. There we go. That one was caught up on something. And there we go. Open up that claw a little bit. Or not. There we go. Okay. There is Autoscout. So there is the 4. And let's get them with their accessories. So, Slugfest. These are marked left and right. And they just go, for Slugfest, they go in these back holes. And they're left and right because they have these cutouts for the legs. Then Overkill here, again, they are marked left and right. And I believe they're supposed to go on his back. You could put them on the legs if you want. Whoops. But all the pictures show them on his back, and that is definitely where it makes the most sense, since it is like a booster thing. There you go. And then nothing for Buzzsaw, and then yeah, here's a crystal, which he does hold. You just got to get the balance right, and I mean it's little floppy on that middle joint. There it is. And there it is. All right, and then we'll look at Buzzsaw first here. You can see he's got his little fold-up camera. which I know I saw Laserbeak use a time or two. I don't recall ever seeing Buzzsaw use it, but they're the same thing, let's be honest. He does have the tabs in his feet, like Laserbeak did, to tab into Sound Wave's or Sound Blaster's arm or shoulder. And then other than that, though, center is die-cast. His neck and head and feet are die-cast. This back silver painted bit is die-cast. So he's mostly die-cast. And then all paint. If it's not painted, then it is a very, very, very good quality molded plastic, but it definitely looks painted. So, but there you go. Same as Laserbeak, just different color. So nothing new there. And we got Overkill, a very nice pearlescent white with a metallic blue, a little bit of red for the tongue, the lips, and the eyes. He looks very, very good. I only remember seeing him in Slugfest in like 1 or 2 episodes, but he's very good looking. And I mean, his legs move. You could get some poses out of him, just you got to watch his balance. His tail folds up pretty easily, so you can't exactly use that as a tripod. So you just got to be careful with his poses. Then Slugfest here. This metallic, I don't know what to call it. It's not exactly a gold or a copper, but either way it looks good. And then you got the pink and the chrome. His head does rotate. That's that, and then a little bit of, up and down. It's the only bit of articulation the head has. You've got some red in his mouth and eyes. Then, of course, pink for his blades, which I just pushed down. There you go. His tail goes side to side. And then up a bit. It'll go all the way up, just no point for that. And then, of course, his feet. They've only got the 2 joints. So you can do some poses with him, just not too much. It's not incredibly expressive. But for a micro cassette, he's still good. And then Autoscout here, he just rolls forward and back. The wheels do roll. His arm will open and close and go up and down, and then this will rotate. Some nice metallic goldish yellow in there, purple, blue. I love the color scheme of Autoscout the most, with Buzzsaw being a second. But he is a very simple and obscure cassette. Like, he really did not survive long because of these explosive crystals. And then here is Ratbat to complete the family. And then, of course, Sound Blaster, just because, why not? So, Buzzsaw here. Here, I'll just put it on his arm. Here, make a little more sense if I bring the arm up like this. There we go. Tab that on. There we go. Very nice. And then Ratbat, you can kind of just, I don't know. You can sit somewhere, but he doesn't tab in anywhere. But so there we have Sound Blaster and his micro cassettes. Overall, very cool set. Like I said, my first time with the Fans Toys micro cassettes. I did Takara knockoff for all the other Decepticon cassettes, and I am going to do Ocular Max for their full-size cassettes for the Autobots. Just so I can kind of get a wide range, get a little of everything, experience all that we have to offer. But overall, this is a good set. I'm glad I picked it up. I got it off of Bombasby for, I think it was about $100. I think it was like $110 shipped. So if you're still looking for it and you're like me and you don't want to pay super high prices, there you go. I know at the time of this video, TF Source just had their customer appreciation week and they had this set for, I think it was like $140, something like that. So, but Bombasby, they had it for the cheapest at the time. Don't know if they still have it in stock or not, but either way. Overall, very good set if you're a fan of fans toys or you want these little micro, you like having the micro cassettes. I would definitely recommend it. I thought I saw some paint, some chipping on this, and I did right here. Right, let's see, can I, yep, you can kind of see it. Oh, it's so close, but it's right there on the point. Almost looks like it's a spur mark from the factory, though. And then tiny bit right on the tip. Either way, chrome, easily chippable. Overall, like I said, I would recommend them. They are awesome. Honestly, I kind of hope Ocular Max does do full size of these guys at some point. I think that'd be really cool. Well, maybe not him, but these two especially. I think that'd be really, really cool. But anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time.